Hey, what is going on, Virgos? Butch Tarot here. I am going to do your July read. It is for the remainder of July. It is a general read, so may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. A little bit late on the July read. I'm really sick lately. I finally was able to focus, so we're going to get this done. While I was sick, I was kind of playing around with this new deck that I got. It's called the Sugar Skull Tarot. I'm really enjoying it. But with all that being said, let's get it. One thing about this deck is it's huge. It's probably the biggest deck I've ever seen. Even for my hands, I have big hands, so we're gonna work through it. All right, universe, what do we have for Virgo for July 2024? What message do we have for Virgos? We see for Virgos. All right, Virgos. So the first thing I see, Virgos, I feel like we have this new energy coming in, and I feel like this person, you know, I see someone new coming in, but I feel like this is more like a chance meeting. You know, just a random meeting of a person. You know, I feel like with this person, I feel like neither one of you saw this coming. And this is why I get that feeling that this is completely random. But the more I look at this, the more I realize that, you know, this isn't random at all. First thing we have is the Magician. You know, I feel like sometimes when we know exactly what we want or we know what we're looking for, it makes it so much easier to find it. So that's what makes me think that this isn't just a chance meeting. I mean, you didn't meet this person by mistake. I feel like you've both been manifesting what you want in life. You know, wanting that partner. That person that just shows up for you. You know, that shows up for the connection. Someone that's willing to put in as much work as you are to make things work. And what you've been manifesting, that ship has finally come in. You know, with that Three of Wands. I feel like you're both ready for this. You know, you both knew what you wanted. And then that person presents himself to you. You know, with the Two of Wands, knowing exactly what you want. You know, a lot of times we look for, you know, we want that right person to come into our life. Or we're trying to find that right person. Sometimes we put so much effort into that. It's almost like we overcompensate. And I've said this before, sometimes we even try to make people that aren't what we want, because we're ready for it. You know, with this person coming in, I mean, I see a lot of big changes coming in both of your lives. You know, I feel like, I mean, we have the Ten of Swords and the Six of Swords. So the Six of Swords is that big changes. And then we have the Ten of Swords, which is all about, you know, coming kind of the end of a cycle. You know, we knew what we wanted. We've been manifesting it. And now that manifestation is coming into your real life. You know, all that work you put in is paying off. I mean, this is something, like I said, manifesting, fantasizing about it. You know, enough is enough. I mean, you have what you need in life, except for that person to share it with. Now, with this person, first thing we're seeing, I mean, we have the Knight of, or the King of Wands. You know, very passionate. You know, I feel like this person, you know, they love what they do. You know, they have hopes and they have dreams. And I feel like they're very passionate about those. And I feel like they're going to, you know, this is where this conversation that you have with this person kind of starts. Is this person very enticing the way they talk about their hopes and dreams? You know, they're full of them, but they're not a dreamer. And what I mean by that is sometimes people come in and they just have all these hopes and dreams that are just so far out of, you know, at a reach that unlikely to reach them. But this person is very focused and very determined on what it is that they do want. You know, they're passionate about it. They're inspired. Another thing with this person, there's no hidden agendas. You just feel like you can trust this person. And I feel like you can. You know, like this person has nothing to hide. They've been looking for the same thing that you're looking for. You know, something that's worth nurturing. Something that's worth giving their all to. And that's exactly what you'll get from this person. You know, this person is very giving. This, you know, this person, we also have the Eight of Pentacles. You know, they put in the work. They know what they want. And unlike, you know, some people just expect everything just to fall into place. This is not that person. They know what they want, and they know how they have to work to get it. You know, anything good comes with a cost. That makes it worth it. You know, it's like one person working their ass off to make money and another person just winning the lottery and getting the money. They're not going to appreciate like the person that worked for it. You know, this person's worked for everything they had. Now, another thing, like I said, this person, you know, very passionate with that King of Wands. But there's a very fearless energy in this person as well. I mean, if they have a dream, they're not afraid to follow it. You know, they're not afraid to put everything they have into it. And that's, again, when we come with that Eight of Pentacles, you know, putting in the work. They know that hard work bears great reward. Now with this person, I feel like you're going to find it very easy to talk to this person. You're going to find it very easy to communicate with this person. Finding it very easy to be on the same page with this person. You know, like I said, it's very nurturing energy. I mean, this person is looking for something real. They don't dream about things that are out of their reach. They're all about things that are very much in their reach. You know, and they see the potential here. You know, so what seemed like just a chance meeting very quickly becomes very clear that you didn't meet this person by mistake. They didn't meet you by mistake. You know, all roads led you both here. Now, whether it's meeting someone on a bus or meeting someone, you know, in line getting coffee, or any other way in between. Sometimes the most important connections we'll ever make seem random. But on the grand scale of things, it wasn't random at all. You know, this person, like I said, there's no hidden agendas with the Eight of Swords in reverse. You know, they're very open with you. You know, they're very open about what they want in a life. And it's very inspiring for you and for them. You know, both seeing things in a different perspective here. Having someone that they don't need you, they want you. You know, sometimes in life we get saddled with people that need us. And it's not that you shouldn't be there for people that need you, but it's nice to have someone that just wants you. And this person, like I said, they don't need you as much as they want you. Not to say that they don't need you. They just, that isn't the root of this. I mean, with this person, I see you getting all those things that you want. This is someone that's going to be loyal to you. You know, this is someone that, you know, we have the Ten of Pentacles, getting all that you want. And when it comes to hopes and dreams, but also the Ten of Cups, which is that family card. You know, sometimes I get that feeling of, you know, sometimes we sacrifice things. It reminds me of that movie, I think it's called Family Man with Nicolas Cage. You know, he gave up love for work. And and then he goes back and has that little part where it takes him back to where he chose love over work. But in this case, you don't have to choose one or the other. You can have both. I mean, like I said, we have the family card, getting what you want as well. You know, we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Hierophant. You know, that strong commitment to each other. And during that commitment, we also have the Wheel of Fortune, good fortune coming. You know, so you can have your cake and eat it too. I like that. You know, I feel like you're both on the same page. You know, like I said, I feel like there's a very nurturing energy. You know, you feel like you can trust this person. I see a foundation being built. And nothing that together we have this strength. You know, I feel like you're stronger together. You know, I know I know a lot of people that they have this idea that and it's hard to get over the idea, but the idea is that you can't, you know, maybe your expectations are too high, or maybe nobody can live up to your expectations. Then you meet the person that does. And all that goes out the window. Like I said, again, with the Hangman, seeing things in a different perspective. You know, you may feel like you're never going to meet that person that can be all the things that you need them to be, or all the things that you want them to be, you know, loyal, loving, hardworking, passionate, and intimate. You think that it's not possible sometimes until you meet them. You know, and like I said, I mean, this is all very random. But is it? This is a question I propose. You know, I see a strong bond that you have with this person. Like I said, this is someone you could trust in. Someone that's loyal. And we, you know, we all know that Virgos are very loyal and they love loyalty. And to have someone that doesn't need you but wants you is going to be a bit different than what you're used to. But I feel like you're going to be okay with it. You know, and to be honest, I do feel like a little bit of hesitation in the beginning because we have the Hermit. You know, I feel like you may be a little bit hesitant in the beginning, but this person isn't going anywhere. You know, this connection isn't going anywhere. So it's okay to be hesitant at first. I mean, some people rush into love and some people take their time. You know, it's all the way that you accept love. It's all the way you accept a connection. You know, and sometimes we are a bit hesitant thinking, okay, well, this can't be as good as it seems. This is too good to be true. But in that sentiment that you think that it's too good to be true, we all want to be proven wrong. And I feel like that's exactly what happens here. You know, I feel like this person just keeps showing up. This person is the type of person that, you know, will start to rearrange their schedule just to spend more and more time with you. You know, and I feel like when this person, when they want to take you out or they want to do something with you, you're going to find a lot of times they're going to want to take you away from it all. You know, so look for more of a very intimate dates. You know, not so much as a very public. You know, I can see this person wanting to take you for a nice long drive or, you know, wanting to go out for a nice walk in the park or something where it's just kind of, they can spend time with you because their time is valuable. And they want to spend it with you, not everybody in the world. You know, with this person, I mean, we have Taurus, we have Virgo, you know, we have Leo, Sagittarius, we have some Pisces, a little bit of Cancer, and Gemini and Aquarius. It's, you know, it seems so chancing, but everything seems to, you know, I've told the story before about how I met Rose, but I didn't go before that. You know, we met just kind of randomly, but it's all those things. So we met in Alberta, which is the west coast or west side of Canada. Now we're both from 5,000 kilometers away. I'm from PEI and she's from Nova Scotia, which is on the other side of Canada. But we met in Alberta. You know, and it's funny because certain situations, you know, I never thought I'd leave the east coast of Canada. And I didn't leave long because I am back here now. But just by chance, I got a job offer. And I wasn't going to, you know, I turned it down, you know, to work on the oil rigs. My cousin was working out there. He offered me to get me a job. And I turned it down because I didn't want to go. Then a few months later, I decided, you know, I was done with the job I had. I just was sick of it. You know, I wasn't I wasn't advancing. You know, I wasn't getting anywhere. It was hard. I was having a hard time finding a decent job around. So by chance, I called my cousin up and I said, hey, you know, is there still an opportunity? And he said, yeah. So I flew out there and I started working. And almost, it's funny because me and her laugh about it. Almost at the exact same time, she flew out there. I'm talking about within a few days of each other. Which is funny because we might have, you know, if it was any closer, we would have been on the same flight because there's not that many flights that go from east to west. So anyway, I get out there and just so happened she lived in a place not that far from me. and we just met up. And when I go back and through it all, you look at all these different things that would have had to happen for us to meet each other. Now, I believe that she's a person I was meant to be with. So it's funny that we're from probably 100 kilometers away from each other, but we met 5,000 miles from our home, or 5,000 kilometers from our home. And it's just, it's funny to me. You know, all these different little things that if they didn't happen, I wouldn't have met her. If I would have went out a few months earlier, if I would have went out a few months later, if she would have went out earlier or went out later, if I never went out at all, I would never have met her. Probably never would have met her. But then that begs the question of, would I have met her? Everything just seems so random sometimes, but sometimes it's not random at all. Sometimes the big picture, you know, the roads that you're traveling on were destined to cross paths. You know, so I started to believe that nothing's random anymore. You know, and it's more destined than anything else. Now that's just my story, and like I said, it is funny to me. You know, and we kind of had the same situation. I mean, she was not liking the job that she had. She wanted to, you know, do better. She had family that were working out west, and they offered, you know, I believe it was her dad that, you know, offered to give her a job. He was running a company. My cousin offered me a job. He was working for a company in the same small town in Alberta. Very small town. And it's just funny how I look back and I think that none of that was random. You know, I mean, that's just me. I'm not going to keep going on. I just feel like sometimes you're just ready. I feel like we were both ready to meet our person. And, you know, it set us on a course that led us to each other. But we were both going out there for a better life, make more money, have more career options. And we found love. And now we have 3 kids, and it's been 15 years. So there you go. Be good. Take care. Stay safe.